For years, the Pandavas and the Kauravas have been locked in a bitter stalemate over who holds the rightful claim to the Hastina throne. But their political gridlock suddenly hits a lull. A massive environmental disaster forces both factions to pause their war. A catastrophic phenomenon known as a page bug strikes the region. It is a severe, prolonged drought followed by plague. Water sources dry up, crops fail entirely, and the citizens begin to starve. The battle for the crown means nothing if there is no kingdom left to rule. The true victor will be the one who can engineer a way out of this ecological collapse. To break the political stalemate, the two sides turn to their mutual teacher, the guru Drona. Look at the route on this map. Drona sets an impossible task. They must dig a massive flowing river connecting the northern peaks of the Dayang Mountains directly to the South Sea. The stakes are absolute. Whichever faction successfully routes the water to the ocean wins the Hastina throne. Drona effectively converts a desperate infrastructure project into a royal competition. The Kauravas immediately grab their pickaxes. They attack the earth with sheer, uncoordinated brute force, trying to smash their way through the rocky terrain. Their chaotic digging fails to reach the ocean. The trench they carve dead ends, filling with stagnant water to become the cursed river known as Kali Kalawang. They fail because their labor is fueled entirely by political resentment. They try to impose their will on the landscape without understanding the natural topography. Unchecked ambition and aggression cannot conquer geology. The Pandavas take a completely different approach. Before moving a single rock, they travel to the volcanic Diang Mountains to meditate and seek divine guidance. Arjuna fires his magical Saratama arrow. The weapon acts as an autonomous earth mover, carving a deep, precise trench as it flies south. Then Bhima follows behind the arrow. In one of the most bizarre images in Javanese mythology, the giant warrior magically fills the new trench with a never-ending stream of his own urine. The remaining Pandava brothers walk behind Bhima, chanting powerful mantras that instantly purify the waste into clean, flowing water. The arrow finally hits the coastline, striking a giant prawn. The creature transforms into Dewi Urangayu, a water spirit, who grants them passage, allowing their new river to safely merge with the ocean. This surreal sequence of events fulfills Drona's challenge. The Pandavas win the throne, and the river earns the name Sarayu, representing the union of the arrow and the water spirit. This story is a Lakon Charangan, a uniquely Javanese adaptation that takes the imported Indian Mahabharata epic and grafts local philosophy directly into the narrative. Notice how the diagram breaks this down. If we strip away the magic, Bhima's earth-shattering physical feats map directly onto the massive human labor required to build real civic infrastructure. The brothers' purifying mantras represent the requirements for water sanitation needed to sustain a dense population. And appeasing Dewi Urangayu at the river's mouth symbolizes a commitment to engineering in harmony with local coastal ecosystems rather than destroying them. The myth encodes a technical strategy for managing ecological resources during a crisis. The story also emphasizes the workers who actually carried out the project. The Punakawan, the jester figures who represent the common folk, worked alongside the princes, using humor to maintain morale during the grueling labor. This reflects the Indonesian principle of gotong royong, the practice of unified communal labor and mutual assistance to achieve a shared goal. The Kauravas worked in isolated, selfish aggression and failed. The Pandavas succeeded because their river was built by an entire society working together, from the highest royals down to the everyday citizens. That unified effort ended the famine. The water returned, disease faded, and the agricultural harmony of the region was fully restored. True leadership is not proven by wearing a crown. It is proven by the ability to unite a fractured society to save a dying environment.